All right, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. Forgot to take that out. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you until probably around 5 o'clock. Sorry about yesterday. Had some stuff come up, had to handle. But I'm here today, so let's not dwell on the past, or at least not dwell on the part of the past that I don't want to dwell on. Let's dwell on the other stuff. Got to start off, got to say good afternoon to the people, because it's my favorite part of the show. Robert Willis, good afternoon, Robert Willis. Maria, good afternoon, Maria, representing North College Hill. Jerrica, good afternoon. And it was Jerrica's birthday yesterday. Jerrica, it was her birthday yesterday. And I didn't get a chance to come on and say happy birthday. So happy birthday. Happy birthday. And everybody wish her a happy belated birthday, if you don't mind. Let's see. We got Davis. Greetings. Anthony. Good afternoon. We got McConnell in the house. Good afternoon, McConnell. Thank you for supporting the show. Mike from Mount Airy. People were worried about you, Mike. I told them you had checked back in that same day and told them everything was okay. But we got Mike in the house. He's representing Mount Airy. Good afternoon. LaDonna, representing East Price Hill. And she can't beat that. Yo, Underwood, good afternoon. Thank you for supporting the show. I say that because, some people are actual haters. There are actual haters. But there are some of y'all who, actually support the show. Nah, I might not even feel like watching some days, but I watch it just to support you doing it. And I appreciate y'all. But y'all know me, I appreciate the haters too. Wait a minute. Regina, good afternoon. Got Brenda in the house. Good afternoon, Brenda. Got Preston. Good afternoon. He's representing the Gaslight District. All right. Pat, good afternoon. Speaking of haters, LaDonna say excuses. I didn't even make an excuse. I just said I had some other stuff to do. LaDonna, you just gonna hate just because. Nah, it's all right. I don't mind. Yo say he checking in from Brenda's house. Sabrina, representing Kentucky, unfortunately, she says. April, good afternoon, Good afternoon. Anthony wants to know, is this a replay? Yes, you could probably log off and go back and watch it the last time it was on. You'll find it. If you have a problem finding it, I believe in you. Just keep looking. Jerica says thank you. You're very welcome. I know Jerica personally. She's a very pleasant woman. And I like her. So yeah, that's why I always I know Myosha personally. I know Jerica personally. I know Michael personally from Winburn Church. I see AC up there saying happy birthday. I feel like I know AC personally. It's a few people. When I say personally, I mean I've actually spent time around these people. Well, not so much AC, I guess. We never really spent a lot of time together. I've talked to him a few times. And he set me on the path that I'm on, even though he didn't know he was doing it at the time. But I feel like I know AC. But yeah, some people I know personally I've spent time with, and Jerica's one of those. She's a good person. We got Lamont Grande, powerful royal people. Oh boy, He's representing Westwood. AC, good afternoon. I might need to get in touch with you. I got a question or two to ask you, if you're willing to help me. But I'll reach out to you. A few more people saying happy birthday to Jerica. Got LaDonna saying happy birthday. We got Pamela in the house. Pamela, representing North Avondale. All right, Pamela. Davis says, Davis? Yeah, because I'm not saying that nonsensical first name. It's not, that's clearly not your first name. And it's nonsensical. And at least it would be for me to call you that. So we'll just stick with Davis. Davis is not disrespectful. And, it don't make me look like a fool saying it. So, yeah, it works out good for everybody. What just happened? I don't know if y'all can see me. All my screens just went black. And then they came back. Okay. All right, I don't know what that was. A few more people saying happy birthday. Tierra. Good afternoon, Tierra. Good afternoon. Tierra is my favoriteest friend of the week. And I don't even think I've ever... Tierra, have we ever met face to face? I think we did once at the Urban League, or I might be misremembering. I was about to say, I never met her, but she's my favoriteest friend of the week. I really want Lincoln to bring that back. I got so much joy out of the friend of the week. But good afternoon, Tierra. Mary. Yeah, Tierra says we met at the Urban League event. Okay. I was like, was I imagining that? Because, I'm a vivid dreamer. And sometimes you can confuse, if you're a vivid dreamer, stuff be so real that you can confuse it for actual stuff. Not the whole flying thing. I will never confuse that. Mary. Good afternoon, Mary. From White Oak, right? I think I got it right. We got Andrea in the house representing downtown. Thank you for checking us out, Andrea. And we got Brenda representing Fairfield. Ron, I'm not going to be cussing. Look, I'm reinstituting my no cussing policy, at least for me, because I don't feel comfortable cussing. I don't feel comfortable. I mean, sometimes it's necessary, but, But I'll just say, good afternoon, Ron. I do have a question for you. You know what it is. I asked you earlier, and you didn't answer, or at least I didn't see your answer. So I do have a question for you. Hold on. Let me make sure I got the phones up. Let me see. Okay. Make sure I got the phones up in case anybody call. All right. Let's see. Terry, representing downtown. Good afternoon. Don't be trying to provoke nothing. Don't try to provoke nothing, Lamont. Preston says, you sound a lot better than you did Friday. It is getting stronger, but you may not be able to hear it, but I feel it, the voice getting a little weaker. But, and Friday, I got to talk about Friday to y'all too. So much stuff that I got to get to today. Anthony, I'm changing my evil ways. What? Never evil. Davis says BBL. Okay. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Nice haircut, nice sweater. Thank you. I cut my own hair just in the mirror with some clippers. Until I find me a good barber who can do something with it, that's what I gotta do. Ross says, greetings. I see you have not returned a single compliment to the good brother Ross Freeman. What compliment? I can't see you when you post as Ross Freeman. So I'm not sure what compliment you're talking about. But Ross, you're a wonderful guy. We got Jason in Fairfield. Good afternoon, Jason. Some more happy birthday for those of you just tuning in. Yesterday was Jerica's birthday. Jerica Van. I still be wanting to call her Rhodes, but it's Jerica Van was her birthday yesterday. So, say hello to her. Say hello to her. AC say no problem. I'm not a hater. I never thought you were. Let's see. Myosha, again, somebody else that I know very well. She's a good person. I think it might take a little more to be a good person when you're rich. Because, she's had all of the benefits and advantages that any person could ever dream of. But good afternoon. We got Joe from Phoenix, Arizona. I wouldn't mind being in Phoenix, Arizona right about now. Wouldn't mind it. A few more happy birthdays. Daryl says, what up? Checking in from Forest Park. All right, representing Forest Park. The Milwaukee Bucks fire their head coach, who happens to be black, after coaching for only 43 games. And the record is 30-13. And they're second in the East behind Boston. Why did they fire him? I didn't see that. I've been trying to follow basketball this season. But it's hard to I watch all the recaps. I try to catch games when I can. I don't really read the news and stuff, just ESPN and all that kind of stuff, especially right now, because it's a lot of NFL news on ESPN. And as everybody knows, who knows me, I'm boycotting the NFL, either until Colin Kaepernick get a real shot at a starting position, or they get a black majority owner. So other than that, and so it's hard to watch, for real, when the news come on and they oh, NFL, click up. I'm trying to not show no love to the NFL, except for the couple of shirts that I already own that I wear periodically. When everything went black, I was like, what is happening? And the lights are still on, but my monitors went black. So yeah, it did. It made me scared for a minute. Let's see. Myosha, you've never been my favoriteest friend of the week. You were never friend of the week. I will not start a friend of the week. No, I don't cuss. Oh, let's see. Paul, good afternoon. I'm trying to get through the rest of the hellos. Ebony J in the house. It's another celebrity. But let me say this about Ebony J. I'm hating on Ebony J. I'm hating on Queen Ebony J. Because she's still calling Lincoln Ware a king. And he is not a king. He's a dude who make a whole lot of money. But he ain't no damn king. I'm a king. King of talk, that is. And you was on there. You was giving love to people who were instrumental in your career. And you completely left me out. I guess since I ain't right there staring you in the face no more, you forget that you came on as an intern. And I taught you the whole radio business sitting right there next to me, producing shows and teaching you how to run the board and all of that kind of stuff. But you showed love to everybody but me. No, you did, but I'm not really hating on you. I just like to mess with people. Miss Ebony J, Queen Ebony J in the house. Y'all know I like it when we have celebrities. I did teach her all that stuff. But I taught a whole lot of people all of that stuff. A whole lot of people. I have people all over the country. All over the country. It really it's what, I'll be in a city and I'll turn on the radio and somebody be like, this is so and so and so. And I'll be like, I know him. I taught him how to run the boards. I was the one who showed him radio. And then, they work their way up and they get a spot. And then, somebody hear them or the company move them to another market or whatever. So, yeah, I like that. I like it. Cindy, good afternoon. Can you believe I'm still saying hellos? Shahara, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Let me see. I think that's it. I think I got to everybody. Oh, Janice. Can't forget Janice. Good afternoon, Janice. Good afternoon. I'm still looking for the Janice hat. I think it's in the car. I think it's in the back seat. And I think the little baby took it. But I think it's probably in the back seat, like stuffed into her little car seat or booster seat or whatever it is when they not a baby no more, but they still too little to sit in the regular seat. She's sitting that. Let me see. Robert Willis is wishing a happy birthday. Daryl says, you sing in Purple Rain. So you wasn't lying. You can sing. I do all right. Oh, let's see. I think that's it. I think I got everybody in. Oh, another one. Diane, good afternoon. Representing Covington. I think that's it. Oh, I see Chelsea and Nate in the house. And all right, there you go. So, where do I start? Where do I start this show? Let's start the show with Friday. Did I do the show Friday? I think I did the show on Friday. Hold on, really? Did I do the show on Friday? I feel like I did the show on Friday. I know I did the show on Friday. I know I did, yes. So I did the show on Friday, right? And I remember because I was late because I had to go pick up the little baby. I did the show on Friday. I don't remember what we talked about. Got off on Friday. Go and grab something because, you got the little baby and she picky. So I had to go grab something for her to eat. Get home. Me and the little baby chilling, having a ball. I'm socking her, and tickling her, all of that good stuff, Yeah, I be socking her. I be choking her. So I'm body slamming her on the bed, teaching her some nice little wrestling moves. And, body slamming her, power slamming her, suplexing her, the whole nine. We are having a ball, getting on Mrs. Livingston's last nerve. Because she was over there like on a Zoom meeting or something. So, she was, because she has a little office off of the bedroom. And we in there having a ball, like we being loud. She is screaming to the top of her lungs. I'm in heaven as grandfather. And my phone rings at 7:40. The time is very, very important to this story. Hold on, I gotta look. Recents. Hold on. Show me incoming calls. Show me all of them. Okay, no, not that one. Come on, scroll. This is very important to the story. There it is. 7:44. My phone rings. a guy that I play in a band with. And I don't know why I answered it. Because normally, I'm playing with the little baby. The phone ring and whoever it is, they can leave a message. We having fun. I look over and, it's my dude. So I answer the phone. Like, hey, what's up? And he like, where you at? And I'm like, I'm at home. Where you at? And he like, I'm at Rick's Tavern. And I'm like, well, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? Have one for me or whatever nonsense I said. And he's like, we waiting on you. We go on in 15 minutes. Like, what do you mean you waiting on me and we go on in 15 minutes? Yeah, we go on in 15 minutes. I'm like, what? Nobody told me that we were playing Rick's Tavern. I know we were supposed to play Rick's Tavern not the past Friday, but the week before that. And it got canceled because they had double booked. So what are you talking about? And we go on in 15 minutes. We need you to get here. I'm like, what? I'm not dressed. Nothing. I am on the bed dominating little baby. I'm like, so I asked Mrs. Livingston, because me, I don't want to let nobody down. So I asked Mrs. Livingston, can you watch the little baby? I jump up real quick. I didn't even have time to shower. I brushed my teeth. I grabbed some clothes, put them on. Go to the gig. Or drive out to Rick's Tavern. I get there we were supposed to go on at 8. I get there at 8:07. Yes, from Clifton area to Fairfield in the snow. I get there at 8:07. I walk into Rick's Tavern. I'm like, all right. And they like, it's a $8 cover. I'm like, no, not for me, because I'm with the band. And they're like, you're with the band? I'm like, yeah, I'm with the band. And they give me this real funny look. I'm like, what? Come on, why would I lie? I'm with the band. And they like, but we didn't know. You don't look like you with the band. I'm like, what? I don't even know what that means. Like, and I felt like, because a lot of times, they'll say, we're going to wear these colors. And the colors I had on was not those colors. So I'm like, okay, maybe they all. And I'm like, well, I'm with the band. I walk in. It's like a country band, just old white dudes. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm not with that band. I'm like, is there another Rick's Tavern? They like, nope. I'm like, what the hell? I go out to my car. I furiously start making phone calls. Nobody's answering. I don't know why they're not answering, because they're playing at this time. They had to start at 8. So I start sending texts. And then finally somebody sends me a text and says, hey, we're not at Rick's Tavern. We're at Silverton Cafe. I'm like, what? I was literally just told Rick's Tavern. I don't have time to argue about it. Jump back on the highway in the snow, drive from Fairfield to Silverton. I get there close to 9 o'clock. They done finished the first set. Oh, I am so heated. Because I could have made it to Silverton by 8. And they just like, it's cool. Who told you? And I'm like, he told me, and he like, I don't know why I had Rick's Tavern on my mind. I'm sorry. I'm like, why did I not know about this gig? Period. Why did I not know? I've come to the conclusion it's probably my fault that I didn't know. Everybody say that they told me, but nobody told me. Nobody told me. Get there, and y'all know what my voice sounded like on Friday. Remember Friday, I said it probably wasn't going to be a show because I didn't have a voice. Now, that was Thursday. But my voice sounded terrible, but somehow I made it through. But, oh, my goodness. But we had a good time. We had a good time, Silverton Cafe. And, everybody seemed to have a good time. But Uh, we'll be having a meeting this Saturday, because that can never happen again. Look, I've been in bands. I've been gigging for about 20 years now. I've never missed a gig. I've only been late for one gig, and that's because I was driving. There was an accident on the highway, and they shut the highway down, and people wouldn't back up to get off the exit. So I was between, after the exit, I would have had. So I was late for that gig until they opened up the highway. But of course, everybody understands that. Other than that, I've never been late for a gig, and I've never missed a gig. Ever. So I'm like, this can't happen again. Everybody was cool, like, hey, we understand, blah, blah, blah. Nobody was mad, none of that kind of stuff, except me. I don't do unreliable. So that was Friday. I don't know why I couldn't be in the white man's country band. I don't know why. And no, I did not get a fine for being late. Because again, I would have been on time if I would have been told the right place. I would have been there on time, ready to go. Voice still sounding terrible, but I would have been on time and ready to go. But actually, even my voice made it through. My voice made it through the gig. So anyway, so that was that. It was something else I wanted to mention, but I can't really remember what it is. I was watching, Chelsea being a hater. You don't do unreliable. You leave us experimenters hanging regularly. So you just gonna go full hater. This is different. Don't be a hater. I was watching Wyatt's show. And I came in really towards the end of the show. So I don't know how it got to here, but he was talking about Hunter Biden. I don't know why he was talking about Hunter Biden, but he was asking the question, like, why are people, I think he was saying black people in particular, but people just in general, defending Hunter Biden. Why are people so concerned about Hunter Biden? And the thing that I heard him say was, and people talking about that, when he showed up to the thing, like that was some sort of a power move. How was that a power move? And for those of you who don't know, it might be one or two people who don't know, Hunter Biden is the son of President Joe Biden. Hunter Biden apparently has had some drug issues. I don't necessarily want to call him a crackhead, but he's a crackhead. And, he did some dirty stuff. Like, didn't he marry his dead brother's widow or something like that? Now, I know they did stuff like that in the Bible, but we a long way from the Bible. People don't marry their dead brother's widows and get them pregnant. I think he got her pregnant. People don't do that. Brenda says wife, but when he died, it became his widow. He didn't marry her while she was the wife and the brother was still alive, did he? I think he married her or got with her or whatever after the brother died. Either way, alive or dead, that's not some good stuff. That's not good stuff. Oh, Ron says he don't think he married her, but he know he got her pregnant for sure. So I might have had a detail or two wrong. But, okay, he got his dead brother's widow pregnant. That don't make it any better. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line is, this dude is a mess. He's a mess. And He's a criminal. Admittedly, he's a criminal. I'm not no big Hunter Biden fan. All right? But what he did was a power move. Because look, Republicans are trying to misuse his criminality as a way of getting to Joe Biden. Like, oh, we want to impeach Joe Biden. For what? Because his son was a crackhead. That's no reason to impeach the president. Well, they don't say that, but that's really all they got. Like, oh, there's a possibility that his son committed some financial crimes and we can tie it back to Joe Biden. And it's like, all right, we'll tie it back to Joe Biden, and then you got something. And then they like, well, we can't tie it back to Joe Biden unless we can, I was about to say interviewing, question him under oath. So they hammered that for a long time. So finally, he's like, okay. And they like, because they're telling him, we don't care. You can do it behind closed doors, but you should be, if you ain't got nothing to hide, you should be willing to testify before us in public. After a while, he's like, all right. And then they was like, like they didn't expect him to say yes. You know, okay, that startled me. You know how you sell wolf tickets? Anybody ever sold wolf tickets? Anybody ever been like, won't you come over here and say something? Won't you come and say it to my face? Won't you come and say it to my face? Because you think the person's scared? Because the person really just trying to be humble? And they like, man, just leave me alone. Man, just leave me alone. And then, won't you come say it to my face? And then they like, all right, I'll go say it to your face. And then you like, ooh, I didn't expect him. He coming. Oh, he crossing the street. Oh, he on the sidewalk. Oh, he up in my yard. Oh, he up on the porch. He right in my face. And you like, and they like, yeah, exactly. It's easy to talk all that stuff from all the way across the street on your porch. And I'm all the way over there on my porch. But when I finally say, oh, you want me to come over there? That's kind of what he did. Hey, yo, you won't testify for the public. You can testify anywhere. You can testify in public. You can testify in private. You can testify this. You can testify that. We don't care. You can be smoking crack, testify via a Zoom. I don't care. We just want you to testify. So then he's like, all right, I'll be there Friday. And they like, well, no, we changed our mind. No. We don't want you to testify publicly. No. If we're going to do it, it's got to be behind closed doors because we want to ask you a whole lot of questions. And if we do it that way, we only get so much time. Why'd you make the offer? They made the offer because they didn't think he was going to say yes. That's just, come on. You can't debate, Ron. You can't debate that. That's why they made the offer. Because they didn't think he was going to say yes. Then he said yes, and the offer changed. That's why a lot of the people on the left keep saying, oh, now the Republicans won't take yes for an answer. Because they didn't actually want it. They just wanted to be able to keep saying it. Because if you can keep saying, we want Hunter Biden to testify because we think Joe Biden is complicit in his criminal activities, why won't he come testify? If he ain't got nothing to hide, why won't he come testify? He trying to cover for his daddy, why won't he come testify? That sounds good until he say, I'll come and testify. And then you're like, we don't really want him to testify, do we? Do we got any actual proof? Do we have any actual proof? And they like, no, we don't. Oh, no, we don't want you to come and testify. So now y'all voting on whether or not, or y'all debating on whether or not to hold him in contempt of Congress for not showing up for the subpoena, because that's what they did. After he said, yeah, I'll show up and I'll testify in public, they was like, no. Why don't you show up and testify behind closed doors? Hunter Biden might be a crackhead and kind of a low caliber type of dude, but he ain't necessarily the biggest dummy in the world. He understands that if he testified behind closed doors, they can say that he said anything and nobody will know. Now, I hear a lot of people on the right, no, all you gotta do is get the transcripts. I've not tried to get those transcripts from some of the testimony that they've held behind closed doors. But here's what I know. There have been a few people who they won't release the transcripts for. But they'll say, he said this, and this. And then he come out and say, I didn't say none of that. And like, well, release the transcripts. Well, we can't release the transcripts. But just take our word for it. He said this, and this. And he like, I did not say that, or that. And Hunter looking at that like, I see what they're trying to do. They could get me behind closed doors. And I could say some stuff. And then they'll say that I said some stuff that I didn't say. And they won't release the transcripts, so it'll be my word against their word. So they'll be saying that I said that my daddy was the mastermind behind everything, when I didn't actually say it. And then they'll just be able to keep saying that through the election cycle. And I won't have no way to say I never said that, because they'll be like, yes, he did. So it'll be my word against theirs. And, you know, I'm a crackhead. So he's like, nope, but I'll do it in public. So they sent him a subpoena. And now you got to do it in private. And he like, I'm not doing it in private, but I'll do it in public. So they're voting to determine whether or not they're going to hold him in contempt of Congress because he wanted to testify publicly. So that makes this a really power move, to show up while they're debating whether or not to hold you in contempt of Congress for not showing up. And then you show up and you sit in the front row with your lawyers, with your legs folded or crossed or whatever men do. I don't know, I don't cross mine. But with your legs crossed, and you just looking at them like, y'all don't really want me to testify. Like, I'm here to show to everybody that I'm willing to come here and show y'all up. And he sit there and he get all the media attention. And then when Marjorie Taylor Greene, I'm not going to call her Marge. I don't know if she likes that name. And y'all know me, I love to be respectful of people. When Marjorie Taylor Greene, when it's her turn to have her little 5 minutes to speak, he told his boys, like, let's go. Again, another power move. All eyes are on him. For him and his attorneys to get up and walk out the room, and on their way out the room say, we want to make a statement. You know where all the media went? They followed him right on out the door. So her 5 minutes of fame, she didn't get them like she wanted them. You telling me that ain't a power move? Really, you telling me that ain't a power move? If that's not a power move, what is? And why do they not want him to testify publicly? I'm no supporter of him. I'm not a supporter of drugs. And I'm not a supporter of, like, I don't even know how to put it. It ain't really incest, but it's like incest. Like, I couldn't imagine something happening to my brother and then me having sex with his widow. That's just creepy to me. That's just So I'm not a supporter. Not a supporter. But I don't think Joe Biden should be impeached because he got a son who's a crackhead. And I don't think they should be able to hold his crackhead son over his head in terms of trying to insinuate that he participated in some criminal behavior if they don't have any actual evidence to back it up. Now, again, I'm one of these different people. If they get some evidence and you show that Joe Biden did some criminal stuff while he was the president, impeaching. But if not, you're out of luck. But no reasonable person can look at what Hunter Biden did and say, that was not a power move. Bro, that was a power move. Marjorie's sitting there like she don't even know what to say now. All the media left. She knows she still got the C-SPAN cameras. And whatever she say is going to be seen. But he took the actual spotlight with him. Hey, spotlight, follow me. It was. So that was the question. How was that a power move? It was. How wasn't it? That's really the question. How wasn't it a power move? It's not a power move in the sense that he accomplished some legal goal. Because remember, this fight is not really a legal fight. He's got that fight over there. He's dealing with that. This is much more of a political spectacle. And in terms of the political spectacle, which again, that's what this fight is. On that day, I don't like to use the term because it's really no pun intended, but he trumped him. He trumped him on that day. There's not much else you don't like Hunter Biden, I'm not here to tell you to like Hunter Biden. You don't like Joe Biden, I'm not here to convince you to like Joe Biden. But in that political game, on that day, he tore him up. And all they could do, that's all they had. Also, the question that I asked Ron earlier, because I believe Nate had said that Joe Biden gave, or I don't want to say gave, create a situation where the black farmers would get $5 billion. Ron says, the black farmers ain't got that money. That's tied up in court. Mine was a simple question. Ron, it's a simple question for you. Who's tying up that money for the black farmers in court? It's a legit question because I don't know. So you could just about call and say anything. I would hope you would be honest if you know. But as a ignorant person, who's tying it up in court? That was my question to you. So that's that. Now, yesterday, I was listening to a show. Lincoln Ware, to be exact. And Lincoln was talking about female basketball players. And he was saying lately, he's been seeing these female basketball players put on makeup to look feminine. And I'm like, you don't need makeup to look feminine. Looking feminine is, just looking feminine. You don't have to have on makeup to look feminine. So, of course, I put on Facebook, ladies, you don't have to put on makeup to look feminine. You don't have to put on makeup to look feminine. Actually, in my opinion, your femininity is more about the energy, It's less of Mrs. Livingston don't wear makeup. I've never seen her with makeup on. I don't even think I've ever seen her with lip gloss on. I've seen her with chapstick on her lips. But I don't even think I've ever seen her with lip gloss on. And she's quite feminine. You don't need makeup to be feminine. Who would think that would be a debate? Who would think that women would get mad at me for saying that women don't have to wear makeup to look feminine? Not all women, Janice. I don't want Janice busting at me again. All women didn't say that. But a number of women tried to challenge me. And I'm like, hold on. If you're disagreeing with me, because keep in mind, this is my whole argument. Women don't have to wear makeup to look feminine. I'm not saying you can't wear makeup. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't wear makeup. I'm not making a statement about whether you look feminine in makeup or not. My statement is women don't have to wear makeup to look feminine. So if you're disagreeing with me, you're saying, no, Emanuel, you're wrong. It's impossible for a woman to look feminine without makeup. Because that's the other side of that argument. Yes, you do have to wear makeup to look feminine. And I just could not believe for the life of me that there were women mad at me. Like calling me names and everything. Because I don't think that a woman has to wear makeup to look feminine. Who are you to tell us what femininity is anyway? I never tried to tell you what femininity is. Now, I'll discuss that in a minute. But that what? I didn't say, women, this is femininity. And in order to achieve this, I didn't say that. Whatever your definition of femininity is, really you believe that a woman must be wearing makeup to achieve that? That sounds foolish to me. That sounds foolish to me. And I mean, no matter what your definition of, the only way that that makes sense is if your definition of femininity is wearing makeup. But women were, not all, some women were angry. And I'm like, women, what's wrong with y'all? What? I think maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Maybe, look, we just want to disagree with this dude. Because he started off by saying, ladies, how he gonna try to tell us something? That's a problem in and of itself to me. So can't no man say nothing about no ladies? without y'all getting mad? A man can't give a woman advice without it being offensive? And then let's deal with the who are you to tell us what femininity is? I'm a man. I'm a man. I know what femininity is when I see it. Maybe you as a woman, maybe some of y'all as women are confused about what femininity is. But just like y'all can look at men, that really it goes to, I think a lot of people are denying the existence of just reality. Y'all remember, was it last week or the week before? When I said, I saw a dude and he looked gay. I could tell he was gay just by looking at him. And everybody, people clutch their pearls. Like, you can't say that. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Now, that's not the case with everybody. Sometimes you just see a dude and you like, he's effeminate. Again, you know, back when I was growing up, we say he was flicked it. Like, oh, he flicked it. I don't know why we said that. That's what we said. He flicked it. Didn't mean he was gay. Hopefully he wasn't having sex or sexual thoughts of anybody at the age that I'm talking about. Well, I remember in the kindergarten, I was trying to look at girl panties, but I'm just saying, you could look at a boy and be like, oh, he's effeminate. He's effeminate. How can you do that, women? Because you know what effeminate look like and what masculine look like on a man. You know this. I don't define what it means to be masculine. Who are you to tell me I'm not masculine? You a woman. That's kind of your role. You might not be 100% like me. Yes, I'm not but what makes a man masculine? I'm not sure that I can 100% define it. I mean, I know a really effeminate dude when I see one. But I ain't never looked at a man and been like, ooh, that's masculinity right there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't never happened. But I'm sure that there are women who can look at men and gauge levels of masculinity. All the way from toxic to, you know, whatever. Barely, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. As a woman, you can do that. Why would you be mad at me for being able to look at a woman and say, she's kind of masculine? Hold on a second. Ron.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to address a couple things.
Okay.
And make sure I don't have my glasses on and I'm laying on my back. I got to stay laying on my back. So make sure you tell me what Nate say so I can address him at this point, because y'all talking about the same thing, if you don't mind.
I probably won't do that, but
Okay. So now, first of all, I think I told you the other day that was a power move. Like you said, when he got up, he took all the press with him, you know, and it was a power move.
yes.
But I told Janice it was a power play if the game was over, because he still got to testify. And the only the thing about it is, now they wanted to do a closed door deposition. Now, you know, they do a video deposition. So you don't have to rely on transcripts right
Well,
now.
but if they won't release them, it
No, no,
doesn't
no, no,
help.
no, no. Now, cause see, you being foolish. Cause just like they release the Trump depositions and all that stuff. They, they're going to release, especially if Hunter isn't done anything wrong and all that stuff. Especially if the Democrats have it supports their agenda. They're gonna release it. So it's not gonna be no lies and in between all that stuff in between there, like you said. Now, the first of all, the reason that they won't go ahead, or the reason that they're doing the impeachment hearing and the depositions, is because they can't get to the money unless they do an impeachment investigation. That releases the fact that Joe Biden, Frank Biden, Hunter Biden, and all the kids that they got the LLCs and all that stuff in their name, they're going to have to provide what they did for those services. What they did for those services. Now, and I think I told you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're being disingenuous.
What am I being disingenuous about?
You know, they're supposed to release those, but who decides when, where, and how they release?
Oh my God. Hey, Emanuel.
Ron,
See,
you didn't even let me get the question out, Ron.
The Republicans and the Democrats, the people that's on the committee.
Who makes the decision?
The people that's on the committee.
And who runs the committee?
The people that is on the committee.
Who runs the committee?
It's not. No, it's not.
Who's the chair?
Doing the investigation.
Who's the chair of the committee?
But the Republicans are doing the investigation. They can't hide it from the committee.
Who's the chair of the committee?
It's the I don't know. I think Comer is the chair of the committee.
But
he can't hide his findings.
Ron, if the committee decides when and where to release,
the committee decides.
If the committee decides when and where to release the transcripts or video, they have to vote on that, correct?
I believe so.
And who has the most votes on that committee?
I don't know. Because Comer is heading the committee doesn't mean that
does the head of the committee get the vote?
I believe there is an even amount on the committee.
Does the head of the committee get the vote?
The head of the committee gets the vote.
It's not even. The Republicans run the committee.
The Republicans have it all.
Yes.
Now.
So they decide if and when and where and how to release the transcripts. So don't be disingenuous.
Now, everybody is going to be in the committee. That's on the committee. Everybody's going to have an opportunity to hear the statements and the video depositions and all that other stuff.
Everyone on the committee, yes.
Everybody that's on the committee going to have a chance to see that.
I agree.
Now, you telling me that if the Republicans lie and say anything that isn't that Hunter didn't say, you're going to tell me the Democrats are going to sit back and say, "Oh, he didn't say that, but it's okay. He didn't say that, but we can't prove it." That don't be ridiculous.
Well,
don't be.
You want me to answer? Ron, do you want me to?
Disingenuous.
You don't want me to answer?
No, go ahead.
Okay. If the Republicans come out and say that he said something or mischaracterizes something that he said, yes, the Democrats can say that's not true, but you know what they would have to follow that up with? They would have to say that's not true. And if our friends on the other side of the aisle, can I get it out? 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 They would say that's not true. And if our friends on the other side of the aisle would release the video or release the transcript, then it would prove that what they're saying is not true.
Okay.
But hold on, I'm not finished. I'm almost done.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm almost done, Ron. I'm almost done.
Okay. Go
But they would, before they do that, wage a media blitz to put out disinformation about what was and wasn't said. And we all know those media blitzes work.
Okay, now. I've seen probably every deposition that they had to offer during the Trump hearings. Okay? Even Trump's deposition. Now, Hunter Biden's deposition. You're gonna say they're gonna fight tooth and nail and all that other little da. Now you didn't offer the flip side of it.
Oh,
okay.
What's the flip side?
No, you didn't offer the flip side. Not a flip side of it.
Tell me.
The flip side of it is everything. Cause see, before you told me that the laptop was Russian disinformation.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you screwed. No. Come on, let me finish.
Well, but you just lied on me. You told a blatant lie.
Okay, so you didn't say the laptop wasn't disinformation?
Nope, I sure didn't.
You didn't. Oh, we don't even know if that laptop is real. That laptop.
That's totally, Ron, that is 100% different than saying something is misinformation. Saying I don't know if it's real and saying that is disinformation are two different things.
Okay.
All right.
You said that you don't even know if the laptop is real.
Right.
Okay. Now, that was the thing that the Biden administration put out and said that it was Russian disinformation. We don't have
I don't know
no
nothing about that.
We don't have no qualms about that. They said it was Russian disinformation.
Okay.
Okay. Now. We said Trump had secrets and he showed secrets and all that. Now, a couple months after that, or about a month after that, wait a minute.
No, wait, hold on. Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm getting to my point.
Well, before you get to your point, we said that Trump hasn't seen it, but, and I don't know what you said.
You said we had classified documents.
Okay, so Trump had classified documents at Mar-a-Lago. Okay, go ahead.
Come on. Okay. Now, we agree that is a rumor floating out there that the Trump the Biden laptop was disinformation. They said it that lie. We know on Twitter by Elon Musk and the things that were revealed that the FBI did that shit on purpose. Just like hold on, just give it.
I might have missed something.
I'm great. Get to it.
Okay.
We know that they did that on purpose. Now,
hold on. Who did what on purpose?
The FBI and the DOJ did the Russian disinformation campaign on purpose. We know that.
I don't even know necessarily what you're talking about, but go ahead.
Okay. You don't know it? Okay. Now, you said that basically Hunter Biden didn't do any. No, I don't want to say.
Yeah, don't lie. Don't lie. Come on.
I gotta watch my words with you because you snap back and you try to confuse my words, and I can't do that with my aphasia being like that. So now
aphasia make you lie?
Whatever. What lie have I told?
You said that I said that the laptop was a Russian disinformation. That was a lie. I never
I
said that.
say, okay, I took it back.
Right, that's
You
what I'm
didn't
saying. But
say
then
that.
you said aphasia make you say that, and I didn't know that aphasia makes a person lie. That's it.
You a
That's
trip.
it.
What's the trip about you is that you can't deal with nobody that can challenge you.
I'm
Because
listening to you.
oh, okay. Anyway, you said that basically I'm going to even get off of that. You said that the Republicans ain't gonna let the depositions leak out.
Well, no.
What
Hold
is
on.
what?
Wait. Let me correct you. I
Okay.
said they may not. They may
Okay.
not,
Now,
and
may
that's
not.
that is
Okay.
what Hunter Biden
Okay.
is concerned about.
Okay. Now you deal with the nitty gritty, and you deal with the situation as it is.
Okay.
You know that Biden had classified documents when he wasn't supposed to take them. He wasn't supposed to take them because he was not the president. Only documents he can take is something that he was given by the president, all that other stuff. But you know that Hunter Biden had dealings with the Chinese government. Hunter Biden had dealings with the Ukrainian government, and he doesn't have any board experience in a energy company. He doesn't speak Ukrainian. He doesn't speak their language, but he sat on the board and got paid millions and millions of dollars, and he didn't get on that board until Joe Biden, which was vice president at the time, eliminated the prosecutor that was going after bereavement. That's what pretty much this is all about. Now,
well,
you have to.
It's not. But go ahead.
If you look at the preponderance of the evidence,
Oh,
you look at the fact that documents were sitting at the Hunter Biden's or Joe Biden's beach house. You look at the fact that Hunter Biden had classified documents in the office that the Chinese government built him.
What?
They built his center. They built his center. And what's a trippy is what's a trippy is don't nobody want to sit and accept the fact. Don't nobody want to sit and accept the fact, even though the preponderance of
what
the
fact
evidence,
should we accept?
That the preponderance of the evidence shows that this motherfucker got paid for doing something that he shouldn't have been able to get paid to do.
Hold on.
And
all right. Hold on.
Money,
wait.
He hid money.
Oh, Ron,
Okay,
let me agree with you.
Okay.
I believe Hunter Biden may have done something that he didn't have no business to do. You know, he was a crackhead. He got with the brother's widow.
I ain't talking about that.
Even hold on, can I get it out?
Oh,
even some of his business dealings might seem shady. I'll give you, just for the sake of argument, which I could argue all of those points, but just for the sake of argument, I'll give you all of that, what you said. What that got to do with anything?
The fact you talking about the Republicans, basically they trying to do things because of Hunter Biden, and this don't have nothing to do with Joe Biden's son, or it has everything to do with Joe Biden's son and nothing to do with Joe Biden. But the preponderance of the evidence. And see, you.
I'm not even gonna ask you. I'm not even sure. Hold on, Ron. First, I'm not even sure you know what that statement means.
I know what it means.
What does it mean?
What the preponderance of the evidence means.
What does it mean?
It means that all the evidence.
It's not what it means.
We can show.
It's not what it means.
We can show.
Clearly, that's not what it means.
All the evidence.
That's not what it means. You can stop right there. The preponderance of the evidence does not mean all of anything. So you don't know what it means.
The evidence that we will show. The evidence that we will show will make sure the evidence we will show will convince any jury that what was done was done, and they'll prove it with the preponderance of the evidence.
Okay, again,
is that cool?
Hold on, Ron.
Is that cool?
Ron.
Is that cool?
Ron, no, because
Okay.
you first.
What's the preponderance of the evidence?
First, you really don't determine.
What's the preponderance of the evidence?
It means, for lack of a better term, the majority of the evidence, not all. Not all. Second, okay, let's assume again, for the sake of argument, and I could argue all of this stuff.
Yeah,
But
you can.
For the sake of
I know you
argument,
can.
let's assume you're 100% right. While Joe Biden was vice president, him and Hunter cooked up this scheme to get rich off of Ukraine and China. And Joe was the big head man shot in charge or whatever, right? That didn't happen while he was president. So why are they investigating him on that for impeachment as president? You don't impeach the president for stuff that he did 10 years ago.
He's giving billions and billions of dollars to the Ukrainian government. And what the trip is, it could be a reverse quid pro quo.
It could be a what?
A reverse quid pro quo. Where you give something for somebody to do something. And see, but I won't say quid pro quo.
And do they? Hold on.
Say blackmail.
So, wait a minute.
I say blackmail.
Oh my goodness.
Blackmail. We sending all that money over to the Ukrainian government.
Who are we blackmailing?
No. I'm saying the government of Ukraine. The government of Ukraine blackmailing our government.
All right, let me ask you this, Ron, and then I gotta go. Ron, I've got one. This is Ron.
That's why.
Ron, hold on. Again, for the sake of argument, let's say all of that is true. All right, just for the sake of argument, all of that is true. It's not, but for the sake of argument, we're gonna say it is. Right?
Right.
Does Joe Biden unilaterally decide to give all of that money to Ukraine?
Man,
no, I'm asking, does Joe Biden have a, hold on, Ron, hold on, let me get the question out. Because I don't want, you might be wanting to answer a different question. Let me, hold on, can I ask the question?
I'm answering it.
I haven't even finished it. You can't answer it. It's not finished.
Go ahead.
Does Joe Biden have a checkbook in the Oval Office drawn out that says United States of America, and he literally writes a check for $100 billion and signs it and gives it to Vladimir whatever his name?
They had to get Congress in order to pass a bill for the new spending.
Exactly. So it wouldn't be just Joe Biden.
Let me go.
Oh.
Let me go.
Go ahead.
They had to do the new spending bill.
Uh-huh.
They wanted to add Ukrainian government in there.
Right.
Now, last month, Joe Biden.
He wrote the check last month.
Last month.
Uh-huh. Last month.
Joe Biden gave $250 million to the Ukrainian government.
Ron.
That he didn't go to Congress for.
Ron.
He did what?
So my question is, so you are saying that he unilaterally went to the bank and got a money order for $200 million and gave it to Vladimir Zelensky?
Can't nobody go to the bank.
So then how did he give him the money?
Whatever.
How did he give him the money?
See, I I don't know how the bank transfer, whatever the fuck they can't cut, how they do the checks. Shit, I don't know how they do them, but I know he gave.
Because Joe Biden can't unilaterally just write a check to Vladimir Zelensky.
Hey, did he give $250, $250 million? Did he give $250 million?
Did the United States give them money? Yes.
You won't answer the question.
I just answered the question. Did the United States give the Ukraine money? Yes. Did Joe Biden write out a check?
No. Did he go to Congress for it?
I'm not sure exactly how they manage all of those appropriations.
No, he didn't.
So then your argument is that Joe Biden unilaterally went to the bank and gave them money.
No, because you saying that I say he went to the bank. I'm not saying
he wrote a check.
I don't know. No.
Money order?
No.
He cash out.
I don't know how they do their money. I don't know how. I don't know if they cut a check, whatever. I don't know. I would imagine it's just as simple as a wire transfer. But I know that he has to go to Congress before he gives them money, and he did not do that. And he gave him $250 million. Now, if somebody is compromised. If somebody is compromised.
Right.
You know, and we don't know if they compromise. But we're seeing somebody give them millions and millions of dollars when they know the American people, when they know the American
Ron,
people.
can I ask you another question? This is a simple one here.
Yep.
How do you know that they gave that money?
The news, the YouTube.
All right. No. You're right. So how does the news and YouTube know that Joe Biden gave Ukraine that money?
He gave them the money.
How do you know? Hold on. I'm for real. This is a legit question. I'm not doubting that they got the money. I'm asking, how do you know that they got the money? Here, let me help you out.
No, you can't help me.
Okay, well then answer the question.
Because it's just bullshit.
Then answer the question.
And after all of that,
Ron, I'm asking the question for a reason. Here's what I'm suggesting. And to me, some of this is common sense, because again, I'm giving you all of these arguments, right? But if Vladimir Zelensky was blackmailing Joe Biden for $250 million, why would Joe Biden go tell the news that he just got blackmailed for $250 million, that he illegally gave Vladimir Zelensky $250 million?
He did not say that. That you being that's hey, listen.
But what you saying is clearly a crime. And if it's so clearly a crime, why would he announce that to the world?
What's funny, and I say this to Nate all the time, and I say that about Lincoln too. What's funny is how you'll see that
what do I see?
The preponderance. You'll see
preponderance.
all this evidence. Now
I forgot about the preponderance.
But you'll see all this evidence that looking like a duck, look like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a duck. You will see all this evidence, and you'll say, "Oh no!"
But you ain't showed no evidence. You didn't show any evidence.
Not my bad. Did he give? I got a question for you.
All right.
Did he give him $250 million?
I believe that
without Congress consent.
I believe.
Yes or no?
Can I answer?
It's just a yes or no question.
I don't know.
Yes or no question.
I don't know.
Oh,
now, can I expand on that?
Yeah, come on.
All right.
Go ahead.
I'm just like you. I'm not 100% sure exactly how all of those appropriations work in every
Oh, okay.
instance. But can I finish my answer? Let me finish my answer,
Yeah.
please. I'm not 100% sure how all of those appropriations work in every instance. But I would imagine that again, Joe Biden is not, he doesn't have a checkbook that says USA that he can write a $250 million check and slide it under the table to Zelensky and then tell the world that he did it. Someone somewhere has to know and approve because the president doesn't control the purse strings. So someone somewhere had to know and approve $250 million for Ukraine. That's it. That's the whole answer.
The president of the United States gave $250 million
All right.
without congressional approval,
All right.
and nobody, everybody's talking soft about it. Nobody, and it's
Okay.
a trip because you lost a job because of those the Biden policies. You lost a job because of the Biden policy.
Okay.
And it's a trip. Now it's coming out that, all the stuff that Trump said, and I don't even say, not Trump, all the stuff that the doctors were saying on Twitter and all that stuff that got their accounts frozen and all that stuff. They were right. And it's a trip
Right.
how everybody is sitting. And I don't care about if you Republican or Democrat, because I don't think black folks should be Republican or Democrat.
Stop it. Stop. Ron, with that. Look,
Just wait a minute.
I'm up on a break.
Wait a minute.
I'm up on a break.
Okay, I don't believe that anybody should be Republican or Democrat.
You don't believe that, but go. I'm up on a break.
Because it takes away our influence. Everybody should be registered independent, so that everybody has to count on our vote.
Ron.
Period.
I appreciate your call.
All right.
Ron is as Trump Republican as they come. Joe Biden doesn't look. Maybe I'll look it up. Ron could be right. I could just be, have my head buried in the sand. But I want to see the USA checkbook that Joe Biden can just sit down at the Oval Office and write and give it to Zelensky. Say, here's $250 million, bro. Don't tell on me. Here's another billion. Just don't tell on me, bro. Don't tell on me. And again, I can't even say with 100% certainty that Joe Biden didn't do something crooked while he was the vice president. I can't say that. I'm not willing to say that. I can say it, but I'm not willing to say that. But if he did when he was the vice president, charge him. That's a criminal charge that he'll have to be charged with, I guess, once he leaves office. But you don't impeach the president for something that happened when he was the vice president. That's just not the way it works. And don't be mad at me, but that's just not the way it works. It's not. And I don't think that moving money around work like that either. Like, how does that conversation go? How does that conversation go? Well, Zelensky pick up the phone. Mr. President. I don't do Russian or Ukrainian. If you don't give me that money, I'm going to fuck you up. Like, oh, how much money you want? I'm gonna let me write you a check. My cash app is Zelensky13479 Ukraine. How does that work? They want to impeach him because he being blackmailed. Would you impeach the president? I'm asking, would you impeach the president because he's being blackmailed? Or would you go after the people who are blackmailing the president? I don't do a good I've never done a Russian accent before. That was my first try. That was my first try. Don't be haters. Don't be haters. Don't sound South African. I did hear a little Dracula in there. Ukraine, Transylvania, they might share some things. I heard a little Dracula. I heard a little Dracula in there. But I wasn't talking. I had moved on from that whole conversation when Ron decided to call in. I was trying to get the ladies to understand that I am not here to tell you what femininity looks like or how to be feminine, even though I probably could if I put my mind to it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Because to some degree, that becomes what it's about. I don't know if you know what I'm saying, you kind of relationship talking and all of that kind of stuff. Women can do what they want to do, but if women want men, women need to figure out, what do men want? Who are you to tell women how to be feminine? I'm a man. That's who I am. Why y'all hating? Why y'all hating on my accent? Y'all haters. It was a terrible accent. Y'all call in and give me y'all Ukrainian accents then. You talking all that. You want to talk all that stuff? You call in 513-717-5464 and give me your Ukrainian accent right off the top of the dome. Don't go listening to no Ukrainians. Just call in right now. Call in right now with your Ukrainian accent. Exactly. Criticizing my Ukrainian. Oh, y'all haters. Y'all some haters. Oh, it was right off the dome. It was right off the top of the dome. Oh. Oh, you a hater too. You're a birthday hater. You could be a belated birthday hater. Oh, y'all some haters. Yeah, ain't nobody taking me up on that. It just don't work. The logic in it does not work. The logic in it does not work. But hold on, let me look up something. All right. Ron, this is for you. This is for you. So that the next time you use that terminology, you actually know what it means. I was close, though not exactly right. Preponderance of the evidence is one type of evidentiary standard used in a burden of proof analysis. Under the preponderance standard, the burden of proof is met when the party with the burden convinces the fact finder that, here's the important part, there was a greater than 50% chance that the claim is true. You said to me, all the evidence point to it. That's not true. Just greater than 50%. That's the preponderance of the evidence. So, next time when you use it, at least you know you're using it correctly. Because you said it too many times to not know what it means. Brent says, Ron, you are clearly a Republican and refuse to even criticize them on anything, including the blatantly obvious. And somebody help me, because I think it might have got lost in there. Oh, hold on a second. Ron says, what's funny is everybody heard me. He says I was close, but not exactly right. You were not close. You were not even close. You said it meant all the evidence. That's not what it means. It's not what it means. She wasn't close. And somebody help me. I was focusing too hard. Like where they say you missed the forest for the trees. Maybe that's what I did. He brought up Donald Trump having classified documents at Mar-a-Lago. But he brought it up and then it disappeared. It was magic. And I was thinking, when is he gonna tie that in? But he didn't. He just said it and then moved on like it meant nothing. He said it. Donald Trump they said he had classified documents. Okay. Joe Biden. Okay, what about the Donald Trump, the classified documents? Why did you bring that up? I don't know why he brought that up. What else? There was something else. My time is almost up. But hold on. Let me put a bow on the makeup thing. Ladies. Now, this ain't for... Because there is... Ooh, I'm hesitant to say it. I said I wasn't going to cuss. But technically, it ain't a cuss word. There is... like one big greasy bitch out here who big fat greasy bitch, as a matter of fact, who keep trying to come for me. And I'm trying to not come for you. And I'm trying to keep your name out of stuff. But if you do it one more time, I'm going hard. So the next time you think about, ooh, yeah, I'm going to get him this time, ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth it? You big, fat, greasy bitch. You might want to think twice. You and your lesbian friend. All right. She know who she is. If you thinking, is he talking about me? I'm not talking about you. She know exactly who she is. This is your very last warning. Because see, all her people gonna be mad. Why is he attacking you? And she gonna be a victim. I don't know why he attacking me. I don't know why he calling me names. I don't know why he stay on my post and saying all this negative stuff about me. I don't know where this came from. And somebody gonna be, why you calling my mama names? And it's gonna be, so just, if we don't want to deal with none of that stuff. So let's just, you can disagree with me without doing all of that. But if you want to go crazy, I'll be like Prince, let's go crazy. Let's get nuts. But we moving on from that. We moving on from that. Let's see. There's a couple stories that I kind of want to touch on. All right, let me talk about Dave Chappelle. I like Dave Chappelle. I do. I like Dave Chappelle. Yeah. Hey, I'm like a 5-year-old. She started it. You know what I'm saying? You don't start none, won't be none. But if you start some, and I'd be benevolent. Like, all right, you got it off for whatever reason. I don't even really know this person. Or for whatever reason, you got it off. I let you get it off. You got it off again. I let you get it off. You got it off again. I let you get it off. That's 3. I warned you. Then I warned you again. This is your 3rd warning. That means you had 6 opportunities to get it off. I let you do it 3 times. Then I warned you 3 times. After this, it is what it is. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research. Because I got to know what I'm talking about. Like, if I'm coming for you, I need to know you. I need to know you, your brothers, your sisters, your kids, your grandkids, your lesbian friend. I need to know all of that. So I can be laser focused when I come for you. I need your dietary habits. I need to know where you got that ridiculous wig. I need all of that. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle got beef with Cat Williams slightly. And I'm noticing a lot of comedians are pushing back against Cat Williams. And everybody know Cat Williams did the interview. 50-something million views. And while we was all looking at it, like, we just waiting for somebody to say he lied. Not about the stuff about how many books he read and all of that kind of stuff. We was waiting for somebody to say, no, he lied about this. This didn't happen. Nobody really said that, right? Well, apparently what Dave Chappelle is upset about is that, in essence, he's airing all of this dirty laundry. While performing at the Hollywood Improv in Los Angeles, Dave Chappelle talking about Cat Williams. He said he F with Cat Williams hard. I mean, he down with Cat Williams. But he said, but what part of the game is this? He ethered N-words. He didn't say anything about these white boys. None of these white boys function like that. He said, Cat is one of the best painters in the game, so why are you drawing ugly pictures of us? Stop. He say hurt people, but I'm a hurt person that never hurt people. And he does it all the time. So they say F this one and F that one and F this one. He said, but I didn't hear anything that you did wrong. He didn't do nothing wrong. Cat didn't do nothing wrong. And look. Some of this, Dave might actually feel this way. I think it might be a little bit of issue because his special dropped, and I don't know what the numbers looked like on it, but I watched the special, and it wasn't that special. It wasn't. And I like Dave. But this last special that he dropped, I can't remember what's the name of it. I don't remember. If you didn't know, Dave Chappelle has a new special on Netflix. And it dropped like a couple weeks ago or something. If you didn't know, it happened. But it wasn't that good. And again, I like Dave Chappelle. But if I'm Cat Williams, here's what I want to know from Dave Chappelle. Because I'm wrong. You said I shouldn't have did that to these people. But, and I don't speak for Cat Williams, but I think almost everybody that he talked about are people that he's had personal issues with, or people who've mentioned him in some way, shape, or form. So if ain't no white boys coming for Cat Williams, why would Cat Williams come for them? But black comedians do come for Cat Williams a lot. I see it. And I would be asking Dave Chappelle, yo, Dave, you saying that I'm out here ethering people, trying to take their money and so on and so forth, stop their paper. Where were you on stage when Kevin Hart went on the Breakfast Club and called me a drug addict? Now, if you ain't got S to say about Kevin Hart trying to stop my paper, then shut the F up about what I said about these other dudes. Like, you can't ask me, hey, E, people do this. People do this to me or have done this to me. Yo, E, man, you gotta people gonna say what they gonna say, but you gotta let people say whatever they gonna say and just let it slide. And I'm just not that dude. I mean, I am to a certain extent, but after so many different shots, then I got to come for you. But people think it's not easy to do. It's not easy to let people take shots at you and you just sit there and let it happen. Y'all remember Kevin Hart went on the Breakfast Club, said Cat Williams was a drug addict. I didn't hear nothing about Dave Chappelle publicly saying Kevin Hart was wrong. I didn't hear that. So I'm like, you can't tell one person, hey, be righteous, and tell the other person you can be as raggedy as you want to be. And this person, and this person, you tell, just be righteous, just be righteous. And you setting them up for failure. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. And then just comedy, they met, like, I don't know, y'all saw the Saturday Night Live thing. They did a little parody. And in all reality, they kind of went in on Cat. That was really what that was. Comedians didn't like it. Well, some comedians didn't. Other comedians is like, y'all can say what y'all want to say, but everything Cat Williams said is true. But then you got this other group of comedians who are like, hey, he shouldn't do that. He shouldn't go after these people. He shouldn't go after those people. Look, I can tell you about me. This is for real. I can tell you about me. Black people come for me, right? For the most part, that's who come for me. I let stuff slide and slide and slide and slide and slide. When I do respond, people get mad. White people come for me every once in a while. And when white people come for me, I go hard. Like they don't get two shots. Oh, you came for me? I'm still asking that dude, Craig. I'm trying to figure out, who are you? Where are you? You got any kids? You got any, you know what I'm saying? Because you want to come for me, I want to come for you. I don't just want to say stuff that's funny or nothing. Like, I want to come for you, come for you. But ain't nobody like, oh no, leave the white racist guy alone, Emanuel. Just take it. Just take it. I mean, I had a few of them. They came for me, so I came back on them hard. You know what they did? They left me the hell alone. They said this ain't worth it. Like, to get a giggle. It ain't worth it. And nobody said, hey, leave those white people alone. Everybody was like, do what you gotta do, eh? Do what you gotta do. He shouldn't have came for you, bro. So sometimes, you know, Dave's saying he didn't say nothing about these white boys, maybe because them white boys ain't saying nothing about him. The truth of the matter is, if people just leave people alone for the most part, everybody will be cool. Say some stuff you disagree with. You can disagree, but you ain't got to start attacking me. I'm sure Cat got beefs with some people. But now my problem with Dave is you standing on the outside telling one side to stop while you ain't saying nothing to the other side. Come on, Dave. And it always gets me because he says hurt people, but I'm a hurt person that ain't hurting no people. You're attacking Cat Williams right now. Who are you to say that don't hurt Cat? I saw, it was another comedian. I can't remember who it was. A very popular comedian. Talking about the whole Cat Williams interview too. Talking about how everybody should be so righteous. And everybody shouldn't do this and everybody shouldn't do that. And, you know, while what Cat Williams said is probably true, he shouldn't have said it publicly. And it was like a 15-minute thing. And then the last 2 minutes, he just outright attacked Cat Williams. Called him names and all that kind of stuff, and basically saying, I ain't scared of you, and so come for me, and we'll see what happens. And I'm like, whoa, how you so righteous for 15 minutes? And then you're ready to attack somebody for the next one, but you just preached, don't attack people. People ain't fair when it comes to that stuff. I don't like it. People, leave people alone. Ron trying to get some. Ron trying to get some. Ron says, I've seen you attack unprovoked. Who? Or when? Or how? You've never seen that. You've never seen that. Because I don't do that. I just don't. I disagree with people. But I don't attack people unprovoked. I just don't do it. You did that when you were with Dave Stinger. When? Who? When? Who did I attack? When did I attack him? How did I attack him? What did I say? What did I do? Just because you throw in Dave Stinger, who's my good friend, just because you throw in Dave Stinger doesn't mean it's true. He just... 11, 13, 17. What did I say? Who was the person that I attacked? And what did I say? Because I want to apologize if I did that. But I know I didn't do that because I don't do that. People shouldn't do that. People shouldn't do that. That's my whole point. Ladies, I'm not sure how to ask this question because I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it. I don't follow a whole lot of celebrity gossip, right? I just don't. I follow a little bit, but not a lot. I really don't follow any. Sometimes stuff just jump up in my face like, and I'll be like, oh, I didn't know that. So I'm looking at the what is this? The Root. And they're talking about Common and Jennifer Hudson are in a relationship now. Common and Jennifer Hudson are in a relationship now. And it got me to thinking. I don't know a lot about Common. But if I keep hearing about Common being in relationships with people, which ain't necessarily a bad thing. But hold on, before I even ask that, because Daryl, that's kind of where I'm going. Is there any such thing as a hoe in 2024? And if so, would Common be one? Because Common be, as Daryl put it, running through them. Just are the high profile ones. And I was trying to think about the ones that I could think of. I thought of Erykah Badu, Serena, and Tiffany Haddish. But then they brought up Taraji Henson and Angela Ray. And then, of course, now Jennifer Hudson. Now, I guess he says he's a love addict. Ain't that just a kind of nice way of saying I'm hoeing around? Ain't that? Are you hoeing? Angela Rye. I'm sorry, I don't know who she is. Somebody said Ashanti too. Are you hoeing if you in a relationship with them? I'm asking the question. I'm not making a judgment. Let's say I'm not married, right? And I meet, I don't know, Lisa. And me and Lisa is in a relationship for 6 months. And then it don't work out. And then I meet Sue. And we're in a relationship for 6 months. But it don't work out. And then I meet Jane. And we're in a relationship for 6 months and it don't work out. And then I meet Sally. I think I'm meeting white bitches, but I meet Sally. And we're in a relationship for 6 months, but it don't work out. Like, how many of those am I hoeing? Or am I just in relationships that don't work out? I'm asking. I'm asking y'all opinion. I'm like Terrence on this one. I'm not sure. Well, he don't say I'm not sure. He just don't share his thoughts at all, which we can work on that. I say we can work on that. That man grown. But does that make him a hoe? Okay, if it's a woman and she meet Tony and they're in a relationship for 6 months, you know Tony isn't it? You know Tony isn't it? And then she meet, I don't know, Ron. And they're in a relationship for 6 months. And you know, Ron isn't it? And she just back to back to back to back to back to back. But, 6 months, 3 months, 2 months. In a year, she been in 4 relationships. In 5 years, she been in 20. Is she a hoe if they was all relationships? Now, look, I understand you could say, like, okay, if she was just smashing dudes, then, yeah. But what if she was in actual relationships? Like, she fell in love with him. I don't know. I'm not sure. Y'all talking about that daggone Steve Harvey daughter. See, I don't talk about her because, number one, I don't know nothing about her. And number two, I figure I'm going to be a little biased because I don't like Steve Harvey. And it ain't her fault that I don't like her daddy. So I don't want my bias to, apply to her. But I mean, when you really think about it, what's wrong with chasing love? What's wrong with chasing love? What is wrong with, ain't it natural? I think it's a natural something that's built into us. I think you have to really focus and fight to not desire a relationship and companionship. Because I just think it's natural. Oh, Daryl says that's not her daddy. Oh, okay. I didn't know. That's how little I know. I thought Lori Harvey was Steve Harvey's daughter. Okay, well, my bad. I don't know who her daddy is then. I bad at the Yah says they use relationship as a cover, they just hoeing. Jerica says it's his stepdaughter. Okay. I didn't look, it's not all that important. I don't know much about her. The only thing I really know about her is what? She was with Michael B. Jordan And basically, he wanted to get married and she dumped him or something to that nature. That's it. That's all I really know. And that she's been attached to, at least rumor-wise, I be hearing her name attached to a lot of people that I don't know. That's it. Damn, you don't like Steve or big girls. I got nothing against big girls. I got absolutely nothing against big girls. Nothing. Big girls ain't never did nothing unpleasant to me. Now, if you are a particular big girl and you're attacking me, I'm gonna come for you. But if that big, fat, greasy bitch wasn't big and she was just short, I'm short, I would still be her a little short, greasy bitch. You know what I'm saying? It would be the same. It's got nothing to do with, that's just descriptive of her. And I ain't got nothing against short people. So, no. It's not. It's not that. I got nothing against big girls. Don't try to put that on me. Don't try to make big women not like me. I be out at this daggone store and big girls be rolling up on me all mad. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Y'all, I got to get out of here. Y'all never really answered if, as a man that's being a hoe. I'm not sure where I am with it. Jericho talking about why they got to be rolling up. Why can't they walk up? It's just a terminology. I didn't mean literal rolling, I mean, like I'm gonna roll up on this spot and grab me, whatever. That's what I meant by rolling. But I don't know. I think if you're honestly, see, I think it's 2024. And the whole, what's the word I'm looking for, Ron Dula? I know you're great with words. Stigma. Thank you, Ron. The whole stigma of marital sex is gone. Like, it is gone. It's not leaving. It is gone. It was a little like, I see, when we talk about this stuff, I think I'm old enough now to remember stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I was little and my mama and daddy used to, I remember when you could do this and I remember when you could do this and do that. I'm 50 something years old now. I'm old enough to remember stuff. I'm old enough to remember when you couldn't live with somebody, it was called shacking. And the idea behind shacking was two people gonna be living together, so they probably gonna be having sex. It wasn't even 100% certain. I mean, we know, but it wasn't even 100% certain that they gonna be having sex. The fact that they live together mean they probably having sex. They are, quote, living in sin. And you don't do that. People was lying about being virgins because people were not supposed to have premarital sex. People were finding out that people had sex and shaming them. That was back in the 70s. Y'all remember Three's Company? Jack couldn't even live with Janet and Chrissy unless he pretended to be gay. They was just roommates, like they wasn't even in a relationship, because you couldn't do that stuff because there was a standard. Whether or not you agree with the standard or anyone actually adhered to the standard is not important. But the idea is there was a standard. Ain't none no more. There was, like, I remember my mama telling at least one of my sisters that she didn't want her hanging out with that kind of girl. And it was understood what that kind of girl meant. And I'm 100% certain my mama wasn't following that girl around and saw her having sex with somebody. She could just, you know what I'm saying? She was fast. We don't even talk about being fast no more. Like, being fast is real. But it's just normal now. It's just normal now. Sometimes I see older women. Like older than me. And I could tell by the way they walk. What do you mean? I could tell by the way they walk. And I will say, depending on my relationship with them. I've said to women, grown women who I'm friendly with, you was fast growing up, wasn't you? What you mean? What? You was fast when you was fast, wasn't you? Tell the truth. You was fast. Yeah, I was. How you know? I can tell. I could tell by the way you walk. What you mean? I could tell by the way you walk that when you was little, you was a fast girl. And they be stumped. Like, I don't even know what that mean. I'm like, don't worry about it. It's just some stuff people can see. You can see it and you can tell. I've never asked one and they said no. And I've asked a few. Again, before I was married, I used to almost hang out almost exclusively with women, just as friends. Because I like the company of women. Women are cool. They're funny. I like the company of women. And, I'm saying, I can have conversations with them and everything and learn a lot about them. That's what I talk to them and listen to them and all that kind of stuff. So I had a lot of female friends, and I'm very friendly. I don't know if I'm very friendly. Once you get to know me and you realize I'm an all right dude, women are typically okay being like really cool with me because they realize like, oh, he all right. Like when I met him, I thought he was, but the more I get to know him, it's like, nah, he cool. So I had a lot of female friends, and not one time did I ask. And they was like, no, I wasn't fast. I always stayed in the house. No, I always kept to myself. No, I was a tomboy. No, none of that. Every time I asked, you was fast growing up, wasn't you? Yep. How did you know? Because you walk like a fast girl. There's a certain walk. I'm not saying they all have it. And I guess I couldn't say that every girl that walked like that was fast. But every girl that I ever seen walk like that, at least I assume she was fast. And yes, I recognized it when I was little. Them was the girls I was trying to get on because they were fast. If I'd have knew then what I know now, I wouldn't have tried to get with them fast girls. Because them fast girls want them other dudes. And I ain't never been one of them other dudes. Never wanted to be. But I ain't never been one of them other dudes. And the fast girls always wanted them other dudes. I'd have been trying to get with the quiet one where I could sneak off and do some stuff and she could walk away and nobody know. I get with a fast one, everybody gonna know he was with her. Look how she walking. Yep. No, the fast ones was doing stuff. But there are no more standards. None. None. Oh, she got pregnant. I'm old. I remember, I'm old enough to remember now. So I can say, I remember when, and it actually, like, it's a totally different time now. I remember when I was in the 9th grade, and it was a girl in high school who was pregnant. And she actually came to school and everything, went to classes, everything. And we was all kind of like, what? What? Nobody really said anything, but that was like that transition period where it was okay to be pregnant and go to school. People was going to look at you funny and maybe talk a little bit about you. Now, I never talked about her because I had a huge crush on her before she got pregnant. It broke my heart when she got pregnant. Again, not that she was ever going to holler at me, but in my little mind, she was going to be my woman. And then she came in pregnant. Like, oh. Because at that time, it was it. It was over for you. Or at least in my mind. Now, I know some of the other dudes, like, hey, her being pregnant, you know what that mean? Now, what do that mean? I remember asking, like, what do that mean? Because to me, that meant you don't really want her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't feel that way about her because I had a crush on her. So even after she had the baby, I was like, I'd take her and the baby. Not that I was going to do nothing with none of them because I had no job. I was living at home. I wasn't going to do nothing. But in my mind, I was already playing out scenarios. I'd take her and the baby because she was that fine. She didn't even know I existed, but she was that fine to me. I think she was in 2 of my classes. I didn't do nothing in them classes but sit and think about her. And she was dating a dude who I think he was in college or something like that. But yeah, that was a... Now, again, them other dudes, I remember asking, and I'm like, you know, what if she pregnant? And one of the dudes said, she pregnant? Well, you know what that mean. I'm like, no, what do that mean? I thought I was going to get some insight. You know what he said? Fellas, y'all know what he said. It wasn't a dude like me. It was another dude. One of them other dudes. You know what it mean when a girl pregnant, don't you? Like, no, what do it mean? Fellas, what did he say? I know y'all know. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing? Y'all ain't gonna say nothing? The fellas ain't gonna say nothing. They know what it mean. Here's what they told me. There you go, Brent. That's it. He didn't use that term. It started with an F and ended with an N apostrophe. That just means she effing. That's it. That's all that meant to those dudes. That's it. That's all it meant. And I'm sitting there like, I'm thinking this is going to be some revelation. And I'm like, I guess it do mean that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking that. That was kind of dirty. But yeah, that just meant she was effing. Which meant if you could get with her, you got a shot at getting the draws. That's it. But now, who thinks about that? When you see, uh, when I see, uh, probably about a 12-year-old, boys and girls, I automatically assume that they're sexually active. Ain't that wild? Ain't that crazy? Like, people had to have some sign, at least, you know, there had to be some sign that a person was sexually active. But it's 2024. You can almost just assume that if they're 13, they are sexually active. Now, again, not everybody is. I get that. But it's a pretty safe bet. Can you imagine? Jeannie says 12 years old. Yes. Yes, 12 years old. Little kids is getting it in. And you're right, Janice. They don't know nothing about nothing, but they doing stuff. Little kids is getting it in. Key.
Hey, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, I thought you said you had to go.
I do.
So, you better be careful because it's slippery and stuff out there, so you won't be sliding.
But no. I don't have anywhere to go.
Oh, okay. You just got to get off the
Yeah,
off the
I got
air.
a couple things I got to do, and then I got a Zoom call at 6 o'clock. And
Hello?
yes.
Oh, okay. You stopped talking. I thought you had went out.
Mm-mm.
What's going on, David Heron? I like that sweater you got on.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. So, you about to wrap it up, or what? Are you going to be talking for another half an hour?
No, I'm about to wrap it up. I'm going to talk to you, and then I'm going to wrap it up.
I know, who said that? Why you call? Was it Jerica? Say why.
Did you say happy birthday to Jerica?
Oh, her birthday today?
Her birthday was yesterday.
Oh, yesterday? You
Yeah.
wasn't on yesterday.
Right.
How was I supposed to know?
That's why I'm saying it today. It count halfway.
Oh, okay, you got a song for her? Where your music box at?
No, I don't have a song for her.
Oh, wait a minute. They was talking about you could sing earlier. I missed that. Was you singing?
No.
Okay. Well, sing to Jerica. Sing her happy birthday real quick. Let's hear that voice real quick.
No.
Daggy, man, you.
No. I have a thing about hearing people.
Put it on the spot.
No. About hearing people sing, like over the radio or, something like that. Like, even when people put out their little videos and you're like, wow, that person can really sing. I don't know why it bothers me to go to YouTube and like watch people do covers and stuff like that. I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, some of them people can really sing. It's just, I have an issue with it. I don't like it. So I don't do it.
So you don't do it because you think somebody, when they replay this video, is going to sound like a hot mess or something?
No. I don't like it. I don't like it, so I don't do it. I try not to do things that I don't like it when other people do. Like, when people chew with their mouth open. I have put kids out of my house for chewing with their mouth open. So you ain't going to ever see me chew with my mouth open. I hate it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you sound a little better. What you been doing this weekend to tame that voice?
Nothing. I went and had a gig on Friday. I had rehearsal on Saturday.
I thought you was quitting the band.
No.
Didn't you say that? Like you said that a few months ago. Like how many bands you in? You quit. You said
I'm in 3 right now.
Okay, because you was saying like you was gonna quit a lot of stuff. Like
eventually I am.
Okay, because I ain't heard you talk about the band in a while, so I thought you wasn't with the band no more. I thought you was focusing on your hoodies.
I'm doing all of that.
Whatever you doing in the basement.
Yeah,
I'm doing whatever you was doing outside in the garage.
But I'm not gonna lie, I ain't been in the garage in a minute. When the spring come around, I'm not a cold. I don't like the cold.
Yeah,
I hate the cold. Ooh, excuse me. I hate the cold. Which remind me, hold on a second. I had to get my my boiler serviced. And in our house, it's an older house, and we have a boiler because we have radiators. Anybody remember radiators? We got radiators.
Okay, well, you getting a professional replace that stuff?
Well, nothing needed to be replaced, but it bothered me because last night the heat stopped working. And I'm like,
goodness.
it's cold in here, because you there, the heat is working, and then out of nowhere you notice like,
right, when
it's
you
cold.
start
What is going on?
And stuff.
So I went, and the radiators were kind of warm, but they wasn't putting out heat. So I went and kind of reset the boiler, and I kept hearing it trying to cycle. Bottom line, Mrs. Livingston called the people, and they sent somebody over this morning. And because I have a slight issue with calling another man to my house to work on something. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I should know how to do this, and give me enough time and the book, and I'll figure it out. But she went on ahead and she called him, and they sent the man over today, and he fixed the boiler. But I felt, I don't know what the term, Ron, what's the term I'm looking for? I know you're really good with words.
What, less than a man?
But there's a word, inadequate. I felt inadequate having another man come to my house to fix something. So I was I got to.
Saying, but you already done burnt your finger on the snow blower, so, or whatever that blower was. So I'll be scared for you to go down there and be tinkering with stuff. Cause do y'all got a smoke detector and carbon monoxide detector down there where that stuff at?
Of course.
Okay, yeah, cause I'll be scared of stuff like that, especially when you done burnt your finger on the snow blower. I won't want you.
Well, here's what I tell you.
That.
While he was down here working on it, I stood over his shoulder the whole time.
I bet you did.
Watching everything he do.
Was you recording with your phone?
No. I didn't record, but I can pick stuff up. So I watched everything that he did. I didn't thoroughly understand what he was doing, but I'm gonna get the book, and I'm gonna figure it out. So if that thing, and I do the routine maintenance every year, somebody come out and clean it, all that kind of stuff. Come to find out, the igniter, which is basically just a spark plug, it wasn't catching the way it's supposed to catch when it cycles on. So it was taking like 10, 20, 30 minutes to catch on. And then once it would heat up and then go off, and then it's supposed to kick back on, it wouldn't start back up. So it would take another 30 minutes, hour to start back up. So all he ended up doing was taking out the igniter, a little steel wool, cleaning it, and putting it back in.
Okay, well, shoot, that stuff is scary with that stuff.
I was like, I can use steel wool. I know how to rub steel wool on stuff.
I bet you to rub everything together, then and stuff that stuff scares me. Cause I've been seeing on the news lately, it seems like every day it's like a house fire or an explosion somewhere. That stuff scares the crap out of me, tinkering with that kind of stuff. So you be careful, Emanuel.
Not afraid at all.
I know you're not. That's Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. You had to get that out off your chest, so I'm glad I let you get that out off your chest. So come on so you can be ready for your appointments and stuff. Go ahead and get offline. Is there anything else you need to get out before you get offline? Because, as soon as I hang up, you're probably going to talk another 15 minutes.
No, I think that's about it.
Oh, okay. Well, Laura, you going to be on tomorrow?
I plan on it.
Okay. All righty. Well, you enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Talk to y'all later. Everybody like, subscribe, and everything else.
All right, Key. Have a wonderful day.
He said something about breasticles. Anthony Prosser, they like that breasticle conversation we had.
They did.
See, that's why you should go back and title that video, breasticles and, what's that, massage testicles. All right, Pamela Kenny. All right, Jason Dockery. All right, everybody.
All right, Key.
Okay, bye.
But yeah, I do not like the cold. I do not like the cold. So I would not go in the garage and start, because the garage ain't heated. I would not be in the garage working on anything until it warms up. I can't do cold. When it's cold, I don't do nothing. I sit in the house. Like if it's, oh, you want to go? It's a concert. Like, oh, I got to go out in the cold to go to the concert. Why can't they come when it warm up? Yeah, I hate the cold. So, I guess it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, y'all. I got to get ready and get out of here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I really do. I just wanted to be made perfectly clear. Nobody called in and gave their Ukrainian accents. So don't judge my Ukrainian accent. If you ain't got a good Ukrainian accent, you can't judge my Ukrainian accent. But all things considered, I think it was pretty good. All right, y'all. Got to get out of here. I'm saying for like the 5th time. Until next time. I was going to say get out and enjoy your day, but it's cold out there. It ain't too cold, actually. It's like in the 40s, ain't it? So if you're out and about doing whatever it is that you're doing, be the reason somebody smiles today. Till next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace.